Crouse. Recently in Conviction, Hilary Swank played a woman who studied for 18 years to become a lawyer to prove the innocence of someone she loved and earn his release from prison. In the next 3 days, the new film from writer-director Paul Haggis, Russell Crowe takes a different, more impatient approach. 3 years ago, Laura and John Brennan, played by Elizabeth Banks and Russell Crowe, were a happily married couple with an adorable child and a perfect upscale suburban life. That was before Laura was accused and convicted of murder. With his wife jailed for life, John sets about playing by the rules, exhausting appeal after appeal. When all his legal avenues are shut down, he turns to an illegal one and plans an elaborate jailbreak. Now, the key to the success of the next 3 days is getting the audience to believe that teacher John Brennan can turn from leather-elbowed English professor to John Dillinger virtually overnight. Haggis has cast well in this regard. Russell Crowe can convincingly cry and kick ass in equal measures, but desperate though John's situation may be, it never comes across that he could put this very elaborate plan into motion. Experienced crime genius Lex Luthor would have trouble pulling this off, let alone someone whose last gig was teaching Don Quixote's triumph of irrationality to community school students. We see him planning the break, staring at maps, pinning photographs to a wall, and cruising the net. Apparently, everything you need to know about breaking someone out of a high-security prison is available on Google, but we're given very little information in the way of details as to how he is actually going to make it work, the nuts and bolts of the whole thing. Planning a prison break is a complicated business, but we never really get a sense of that. When he finally puts this far-fetched plan into motion, we're left wondering, how exactly did he know how to do all this stuff? The movie certainly takes its time getting to the breakout. At 2 hours and 15 minutes, it overstays its welcome by at least half an hour, but ultimately delivers only the kind of unbelievable and over-the-top action that only happens in movies. By the time Crowe's car is careening around a highway, all emotional connection, not that there ever was much to begin with, is gone, and we're simply watching acrobatics instead of people that we actually care about. Perhaps Haggis took his time getting to the end of the story because, in reality, there's no satisfying way to end this story, and believe me, there's no spoilers ahead. He kind of writes himself into a corner. If they get away, it condones the crime of breaking a convicted criminal out of jail. If they don't, it's unsatisfying for the audience, and if they get killed in a hail of bullets, it leaves a little boy an orphan. It's all kind of no-win for Haggis, and I'm afraid for the audience as well.
Richard